The Night Shift is a real-play D&D video and podcast series for mature audiences. Content warnings can be found in the episode descriptions. This episode contains profanity, violence, and sexual references. An 18-plus audience is recommended.
I can't scrape together gold. My soul's already sold. So if you're trapped under a spell, I wish you well. And if a creature roams your streets, you do better to retreat. 'Cause if you want it done right, don't hire the night shift.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Night Shift. It's a D&D podcast that's probably going to get us in a lot of trouble. The idea here is that you've all messed up in some way. You have a job to do, but it's maybe not the exact job you'd like to be doing. So we've prepared a little bit. We've talked a little bit about how this campaign's going to work, how this background's going to work. But I'd like everybody to introduce their character concept to the other players, starting with Lindsey.
Okay.
Lead us off.
Yeah, let's do this. So my character's name is Kestrel Cochris. She is a noble, but ran away because she wanted to follow the old faith and become a druid. And she did not believe that the noble lifestyle suited that for her. So she is a half-elf and has a little bit of a dark side, but mostly just loves nature and find monsters very cute. Is that all you need, DM?
Yeah, that's all I need. I've got all the information anyway.
Do you guys have questions for my character?
What was the last name?
Cochris.
Kestrel Cochris.
Kestrel Cochris.
Disavowed, noble,
Yes.
druid,
Yes.
half-elf,
Yes.
loves
And-
nature.
Well
Dark
done.
side.
And guys, we can kind of
Got
play
it.
this however we like. You can know of each other. You can sort of have a vague idea of what the other person's background is. I kind of leave that in your hands. You can kind of make spur-of-the-moment decisions about that. I think you're in the same guild. You work the same night shifts.
Yeah.
You probably at least have a vague idea of who each other are. All right, Chuck, why don't you introduce your character to us?
My character is Attilius. I am Dragonborn. I come from a small village. I am the lone survivor of that village. It was destroyed as a child, and I was rescued by a peasant from a nearby village, and raised there, and eventually learned the ways of becoming a warlock. I am haunted by a shadow that plagues me in the night. That I feel like somehow is connected to my past.
So mysterious.
Shadow.
Attilius.
Attilius,
The Dragonborn.
the Dragonborn. I was debating to announce that in the voice I want to use. That's what I was going to ask you. Should we describe ourselves in character voice or
I would
just
just describe yourselves. We can let the character voices.
Okay,
do a little
we'll
bit of
get to
express.
we'll get to that?
Attilius the Haunted. All right.
Oh, the haunted. I love it.
Yes.
I just added that. That's totally not. You don't have to.
But I like it.
No, I like it.
That's
Writing
good.
it
That's
down.
I
good.
feel like close
Writing
like
it
that.
down.
Attila,
Yes.
Attila the Hun. Attilius the
He is
Haunted.
haunted.
No, we took that choice out of his hands.
Attila the Haunted. Did.
All right, Jay, why don't you tell us about your character?
Yes. I am Timbo Everdur. I come from down under, though we don't know underwear.
Underwear.
I come from a land down under.
I'm a strapping human of brute strength.
And butte strength as well.
And
You're
butte
also-
as well.
you're also
The
pretty,
buttes, yeah.
And brute in the
Butte.
form of champagne as well. I drink a lot, and I lost all of my family in a fire, and now fire scares the crap out of me.
Oh dear.
And that's basically the why I'm working the night shift with you guys. Can't be doing greater things out of petrifying fear.
Jay, how scared of fire are you?
Oh, extremely. A candle will set me off.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Smell of smoke?
How do you do around like fire,
preferred.
like campfires?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would I would sleep far away.
Yeah.
And I would
You're in the
encourage
night shift,
I would encourage
then.
all of you to do the same out of fear of losing you.
Sort of
God.
situation where he has to like get close enough to have some warmth, but also he's not going to be warm.
Dude,
Yeah.
I do not want to
I'm
lose
good
my
back
loyal
here,
companion
thanks.
still.
Yeah, that means we also have to run after him. Don't split the party.
Yeah.
Don't
Sit
split the
back
party.
here.
That's right.
All
Perhaps
right.
we can inspire him to stand up to his fears.
All right, T-Bob.
My name is Tom Bombo. I am a halfling bard. I just look. I love to travel the world. I see all these races around me, like that are living for hundreds of years, and I know that halflings and humans, we have a little less time on this earth. So I just have a thirst for lore and knowledge and music, and so I just kind of that maybe want to travel around the world and learn it all. And then as a small child, some traveling bard that came through my village spoke of an ancient song, a sort of creation song. And so my life's journey is to try to find said song, and I try to do that through traveling around.
Any questions for any of the other characters?
And something
He
led
just
me
spoke
to
it
the
so
night
beautifully.
shift.
I'm like inspired
Something led me
to
to the
like
night
find my
shift.
own
But-
destiny.
You're inspired.
Uh-huh.
A little bardic inspiration.
Yes.
We'll get some of that going.
Tom Bombo.
Tom
Love it.
Bombo.
All right.
T-Bombo.
Okay. So let me set the stage for you a little bit. So we're looking at a low magic setting. So it's not like magic is everywhere and there's all these magic devices and
Okay.
magic systems that all do different things. Magic is maybe not rare either, but it's pretty interesting if someone happens to possess some. That does set them apart in some way. You're in a human-dominant civilization called the Sarriahn Dynasty. I say human-dominant, I just mean majority human. They're very friendly to creatures of all kinds. That is not so for all kingdoms. So, and we're talking sort of low-tech, no guns, no steampunk. Okay,
No steampunk.
no steampunk. We can have some tinkering. No steampunk.
I don't know that this matters, but just for my brain, how would you spell Sarriahn?
Sarriahn.
Totally spelled that wrong.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I'm not changing it either, so it's in pen.
Unbelievable. Already disrespectful. All right, and of course you guys know the concept, but for the benefit of those viewing or listening, the concept is you work the night shift because in some way you have messed this up in the past. You were asked to join this adventuring guild, which is called the Iron Company, based in Nest Haven. The Iron Company is a guild of great renown. It's gone through its ups and downs, currently sort of in one of those upswings. And they want the best of the best. And you guys don't make the cut, to be honest with you. Maybe you did at one point and you've messed that up in the past. We can kind of figure that out along the way. Some of those we've talked about, some of those we haven't. But essentially, the deal is, for a long time there was no nighttime adventuring with your particular guild, and we'll kind of get into why that is later. But now there is, and it's sort of the secondary job. It's not the job anyone wants. It's just the one they'll take if they need it.
And what is the overall group's name? The Iron what?
The Iron Company.
The Iron Company.
All right, without further ado.
Hope y'all ready.
In Nest Haven, not to be confused with Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Fine, you're
Are you
ridiculous.
gonna smart me already?
No. Just
So the
saying.
city is Nest Haven.
Nest
Yes.
Haven. Nest Haven is it was once a sort of a pirate cove, essentially.
Ooh.
Now it's grown into an actual commercial center.
It was like a big port city.
Big port city, yeah.
All those, you can feel the history in all those
Absolutely.
cities.
Still common to see pirates and such, but it's a little more tame now than maybe it used to be. Are we ready to jump in with both feet?
I
do
think
it.
let's
Yeah.
do it.
Do
Let's
it.
do it.
Next time on the night shift.
It's an orc, so that's probably most of it.
I feel like
Sounds
you're
like
being
you're
a little
being a little bit
discriminatory here.
racist.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
3 of us are adventurers.
pestering these lands.
get out and handle your own business because he's not your servant.
I can't scrape together gold. My soul's already sold. So if you're trapped under a spell, I wish you well.